You already know? We got a setup video. This is where it goes down, guys. We're gonna do a quick 360 of the room. We have my degree from college, graphic design degree. It's an associate, it's nothing crazy. Some art from high school, a drumhead signed by the Transplants. We got Travis Barker right here, awesome. My combat infantry badge, very cool. The army flag, of course. The setup we'll get to very shortly. Another New Mexico flag. We have two over here, very cool. Some rope light that changes color with the remote on my desk. Some Willy Wonka pop toys. Nintendo 64 up here. That was not my first console ever. Super Nintendo was my first console ever. My hats, Christmas tree, some more art, some skateboards. The plaque from YouTube, 100K. Thank you guys so much. It's pretty much all of ours. This is all of ours, guys, so thank you for that. But let's get to the setup. I'm gonna try to not make this confusing and not say all the time. So, I use two PCs, first of all. One for gaming, which is these two monitors. One for streaming, which is this monitor. This is the streaming PC. This is the gaming. Let me focus this a little more. Alright, so we have all BenQ monitors. This is 144 Hertz. These are 60 Hertz. I'd like to upgrade everything to the same thing eventually, but that's in a later time. So I have two microphones. One's for my gaming, which is a Shure SM57. Actually a really decent microphone for commentary. You would be surprised, actually. Just get a pop filter though. This is what I use for all my YouTube videos, my live streams. This is a Shure SM7B. Very overpriced, but very reliable. And it sounds pretty damn good. So, the audio. I have this really simple Behringer mix amp that I use for talking to people in-game on my gaming PC on Fortnite when I do sub games. And then I have another Behringer mix amp down here, which I use for the streaming PC. And it's actually picking up my audio right now. So this goes to the streaming and OBS for YouTube and live streams. And the other one is simply just for in-game chatter, which you guys never hear unless you're playing with me and you don't have Discord. So that's why I have two of those. One for the streaming, or one for the gaming, one for the streaming. My headphones, I use Astro A40s, not sponsored. The Astro mix amp. I have two mice, two keyboards because I do have two computers. I'm sure in the future I'm going to upgrade to having like a USB switch to kind of switch over to what I want to control. But for now, this is what we have. My keyboard. This is a Hermes M3 RGB, which I used to game with. It's like a low profile. You can see these keys, they're not very tall at all. I like it, you don't have to press down very far. It doesn't seem as bulky as my old keyboard, a Logitech G8 110. This is for the streaming PC. Logitech G502, this is what I used to game with. Shout out to Summit 1G. Doesn't even know who I am, it's okay. This is a mouse pad I got with my streaming PC. Got a little wireless mouse that controls everything for the streaming. As far as my webcam, I use a GoPro Hero 4 Black, and this is possible through a capture card and HDMI. So I have a constant power source that I use, so it's never gonna die on me. It's essentially always plugged into power. The HDMI comes to my streaming PC, where I have two capture cards, two Elgato capture cards. One is the 4K 60 Pro, which is capturing everything from my gaming monitor. It does capture 144 Hertz, so that's what I use. It goes from this PC to here, and then back out to what I'm looking at right there. And then I use the Elgato HD 60 Pro for my GoPro webcam. You don't need a GoPro webcam. I used to use the Logitech G502, but this just gives me a way wider range. Let me expand OBS here for you guys. You just get a way wider range of like the room. It kind of sets you in the mood of like you can see everything around me, which I think is pretty cool. Not necessary, but it's cool. Minimize that. So as far as the gaming PC, I have a 7820X CPU and a 1080 Ti hybrid GPU. The streaming PC, I really couldn't tell you. I know I got a Ryzen CPU in there. I just got it at 3.8 gigahertz and then a 1060 GPU. Nothing crazy. All it does is takes the footage and upload it to Twitch to take a lot of stress off of my gaming and improve the quality as well. Down here it's just a mess of extra cables, HDMIs, Ethernets, whatever it may be. This is an old PC that I really need to get working. This is probably 3 years old, but if I can get it to work, that'd be great. So in a nutshell, guys, that's pretty much all I gotta show. As far as, I guess I'll show you this back here. I do have a little bit of rope light back here, which illuminates. Let me show you. This is how it looks when I'm actually gaming. Just to kind of, so I'm not staring at super bright lights with the monitors, and it kind of breaks it up around the monitor, so it lightens it up a little bit. And then the rope light, you can get this at, you know, Lowe's Home Improvement or wherever. I can change the colors. There's a lot of different colors and things I can do with it, but for the most part, usually just rock like a pink or a white, just to kind of set the vibe in the room with not such yellow lights that I do have in my house. So with that being said, guys, liking the video is always appreciated. You do not need all of this to make YouTube videos either. You don't need all of this. This is over accumulation of like 4 years for me right here. So we'll see you nerds on the live stream. See ya!